exceedingly annoying, and no, it is not coming from the dog whistle being used to tell one of our furry little friends to sit, stay, and be a good little boy. Rather, this is a sound and a nuisance which is experienced by approximately 10 million Americans on a daily basis. So what is it coming from, you ask? Well, this is the battery alert system used by most modern-day hearing aids. So obviously this presents several fundamental flaws. First of all, the obvious. It's annoying. It hurts the ears of individuals who are near the user, first of all. Therefore, it also brings embarrassment to the user himself as it brings unwanted attention. Much less, those around him don't enjoy it. Second of all, it's fundamentally inefficient. So why is this? It's essentially counterintuitive. This is because individuals who possess hearing loss are proven to lose higher frequency hearing ability first. So therefore, if they're losing higher frequency ability originally, why would the device being used to assist individuals with this hearing loss be using a higher frequency in order to notify them that their hearing aid is soon to die? Therefore, we've come up with a better solution. It all comes with our slogan. Our company, Vibrate. You know the charge won't fade when you get the buzz from Vibrate. So the ear buzz, we developed a behind-the-ear hearing aid, which in the behind-the-ear portion, which is sitting behind the ear right here, possesses a vibration motor. And so this vibration motor will vibrate to notify the user that the hearing aid is soon to die and notify them that the battery must be changed. In addition, it also possesses a small Bluetooth, Arduino Bluetooth piece in this behind-the-ear portion. So this Bluetooth piece is then able to sync to either the user or the caretaker's phone. Because a lot of times, another issue with this hearing aid, or the modern hearing aid, is the fact that a lot of individuals who use them are small children or the elderly who require caretakers or struggle to express themselves properly. And only if the caretaker is in the direct vicinity of the user will they be able to know that the hearing aid is soon to die, and they'll get the notification. Therefore, with the new Bluetooth, it will send a message either to the caretaker or to the user themselves as well.
So our mission and goal. Our mission is to help improve the ability of hearing impaired individuals to utilize and enhance their auditory senses without the embarrassment and disturbances of modern-day hearing aids. Our goal is to receive a patent on the vibration technology of the hearing aid, as well as on the Bluetooth alert system. Another goal we have is to lower our production costs to make hearing aids more readily available to all that need them, which will help solve the economic barrier presented to the hearing impaired, because oftentimes only the middle to upper class can afford hearing aids. So, and we can expand our market by lowering our production costs. Our competition is all hearing aids, specifically the 6 largest hearing aid manufacturers. But specifically our biggest competition is a company called Phonak, and their product, the Sky V, has a behind-the-ear hearing aid that flashes a light when the hearing aid is 30 minutes from dying. But it's marketed strictly towards young children so that caretakers can see the light. And there's a picture of what Phonak looks like. But why are we better? We're the only product on the market which possesses a Bluetooth and a vibration alert system. And we're the only product besides the Sky V that uses an alert system outside of the traditional high-pitched noise of your basic hearing aid right now. Our product is universal in age, although we have a target age range. And we present the option of notifying a caretaker, which obviously the Sky V does not. And we plan to sell our product via audiologist offices initially. A huge statistic is 81% of individuals who receive an official audiologist screening return to the same hearing aid brand time after time. So our marketing plan. Currently 20% of Americans suffer from hearing loss, and specifically the majority are white, non-Hispanics, and they're in the middle to upper class. We have 2 target markets. That's the elderly, and as you can see, the statistics are so prevalent among hearing loss for the elderly, as well as young children. 2 to 3 out of every 1,000 young children suffer from some form of hearing loss. And the way that we're going to get this to the consumer is utilizing social media, since that's a huge way to promote our product these days. We're going to sell our product through audiologist offices who will endorse it. They'll create the personalized audiogram mold and then recommend our product to their customer. We'll conduct seminars and presentations to heads of important market venues. We feel like this will be hospitals and nursing homes specifically. We use commercial advertisements once we gain enough profit to afford that, and word of mouth will help the product spread like wildfire.
So where can we go from here? Obviously, we have to think about the future besides essentially the initial product. Well, one of the ways in which our company can grow is of no actual doing of our own. Currently, statistics and data show that hearing loss is becoming more and more prevalent and increasing, especially in younger and younger age groups. So because of this, the younger and younger age groups which are experiencing hearing loss is greatly because of inner-ear listening devices, the use and abuse of them, like earbuds and things of that nature. So this not only expands the number of people with hearing loss that we can market our product to, but also the length of time in which they're using the hearing aid. Therefore, we can get more hearing aids out of an individual. In addition, if we gain the profits in order to do so, we would like to make our product more customizable to attract younger generations. So instead of just doing the traditional like clear or nude color hearing aid, we'd like to do different colors to give them more personalization on their hearing aid. And then also what we would like to do is if we had the money in order to do so, we would also eventually create a hearing aid which is not only a throwaway battery but would have a rechargeable one. So maybe we could create an app which when the Bluetooth syncs to it, they could have a app on their phone which would show the percentage charge of the battery at all times.
Now let's talk prices. Right now our sales price would be around $4,004. Modern hearing aids average cost about $4,600, so this would be below average. And the hearing aid method that we'd be using would be to 3D print a shell and then include the wiring underneath. We decided to go with PLA for the 3D printing. This is a biodegradable plastic, and also it is used typically in food packaging and other items, so it is able to be used in close contact with humans. We have a vibration motor. This is per unit, 33 cents for that. We decided to go with the Arduinos for the mechanics behind the hearing aid, and we'll need a Bluetooth as well as a microphone to send the transmitter. We went with nickel wire because that is a low heat producing wire. And so we have $3,000 in pre-tax profit per hearing aid. $1,000 will go back into research, $1,000 for marketing, and $1,000 of just pure profit. And as well as $1,000 for machine maintenance costs. We just split that evenly around. So what would we be asking for you? We're asking for $100,000 for 10% of our company. This is how the funds would be split up. The immediate one that we look for is the desktop digital shell printer. This printer can produce, and I have the figures on the Vibrate finances portion, 65 shells per hour. So, and at selling them for $4,000, the profit would be $65,000 in 1 hour. So that's pretty nice as well. And we also get the Vita High-Res DSP, which is another 3D printer. We'd also ask for 10 kilograms of PLA, which is $2,000. That would create 5,000 units, and the 5,000 vibration motors, you can, so I'll just go with that. And we also need $3,000 for patent lawyers, and we want $5,000 for the marketing and website. So that is how the funds would be out. And I'll leave that up there for a minute so you can jot down those notes.
Is your total investment coming from investors, or what are the three of you putting in?
We're going to put in as much as we possibly can, but the initial startup investment would be this 100K. We would then try to match as greatly as possible this 100K, so we'd end up with 200,000 initially.
So you valued in the business at $1 million?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So sharks, in the end, we hope you didn't tune us out, because with us, the only ringing left in your ears will be that of the sound of money.
back to your slide, on your breakout of your costs. Okay, so,
We would be buying initially 2 different types of 3D printers. The smaller 3D printer would be to prototype newer ideas. The larger 3D printer would be for manufacturing. There's another type of 3D printer that we could potentially buy if you do invest in more. It is $100,000 for this 3D printer, but it increases our manufacturing capabilities by, I think, almost double. So that could be an idea if you would be willing to invest even more, but however, we are looking for only $100,000 for 10% at this point.
Okay, so you've mentioned Bluetooth technology.
This is just a shell model. It is not including any of the technology at this moment in time.
Sure.
Unfortunately, we do not have enough time to create a working prototype. However, we do understand a lot of the mechanics.
Okay, so one of the concerns that when you particularly look across medical device companies right now is whether or not they're secure. So when we're talking about Bluetooth, if I'm looking at this connecting to another device, I can have someone intercept the connection and then control this device. So are you going to factor in the additional cost of making sure that the technology itself is secure, so we don't have a hacker coming in and taking over children's
So the
hearing
plan
aids?
is to not have it control the device. As you can see on the device, there's an on-off switch. There'd be a volume control on the device. The Bluetooth simply sends the text alert the battery is going out. I'm not sure if you saw our trailer, but that was an example text as to what it would send out. So it would not control the volume of the device. It would just simply send the text alert.
I can assure you that a hacker could control the volume of the
That's
I
what,
think you, yeah.
we don't understand the mechanics behind that sort of thing. So that is what our investment would be going for. And initial capital, a lot of it would go directly back into the company for that sort of research.
And I like the fact that you have money going back in to research and development, but I think initially